Good evening, all. GeoGuessr Wizard here, and presumably, if you're watching this, you were at least slightly interested in this new adventure I've been talking about. Well, here it is. I'm going to explain it in this video. So, you're looking at an aerial view of the UK. Now, if I just zoom into the Principality of Wales, the beautiful land that is Wales, I'm not going to beat around the bush. Here is the plan. I plan to walk across the width of Wales from the border of England over somewhere over here. I won't give away my exact route, but it's with a twist. Okay, it's not following paths or roads or anything like that. In fact, I plan to walk in a completely, and I mean completely, straight line from one side to the other, overcoming any obstacle that gets in my way. Okay, so what do we got? Let's have a look then. Let's do a little trial run and see what crops up. So fields, that's going to be 80% of the landscape is fields, all owned by someone, presumably. So that includes hedgerows, barbed wire fences, little farm tracks, lots of animals, cows. Have you ever tried walking through a pack of cows like that? I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it. What else have we got? Forests. We have got inevitable farmyards, roads. Farmyards means farmers and dogs, Alsatians, both of which, if encountered, would make for some interesting viewing, shall we say. What else could we possibly encounter? Golf courses, if we keep going, steep hillsides, banks, maybe even small drops. And as we keep going, lakes possible. I might have to cross this very lake. I haven't quite decided on the route, but if I do have to cross this lake, guys, I might need some help. Okay, I might need someone to come and meet me with some sort of inflatable dinghy, because, well, there's no other way I'm crossing that. It's too wide, it's too cold, couldn't possibly swim it, especially with all my stuff. Bear in mind I will have a backpack with me full of stuff. You know, I did think about doing it really light to make it easier to hop over all those hedgerows and barbed wire fences. But the more I've thought about it, I need food, I need a sleeping bag and a tent, I need a cooker, I need lots of things. I can't just, it's a ridiculously romantic idea to think that I could just kind of sleep rough. It'll be absolutely freezing. I'll probably be wet. I'll need to take loads of spare pairs of socks because of the amount of bogs and marshes I'll be going through. And now we're into the mountains. Okay, so some of these are pretty, look at that. Some of these are pretty big, gnarly mountains. That is probably unpassable. So that's something I will need to tweak out of my route, if you like. And yeah, if it snows, I won't lie to you, this might be impossible. You've got to know when to draw the line, and you can't be stupid. Okay, because if you veer off the paths, the special paths, designated paths, there's one of them, look. And if you get off that, you're opening yourself up for a world of pain, really. So, yeah, on we go. Big, thick forest. This is going to be one of the more difficult things to get through, put it that way. I mean, I'll probably be crawling on the floor at times. And on we go, more big mountains. And eventually, oh, I've kind of changed direction a bit. Eventually, there's the sea. Now, a good proportion of you are probably thinking, why are you doing this, of all things? Why are you so excited and tanked up about this trip? Well, the way I see it is, in this day and age, in exploration terms and adventure terms, there's little that hasn't been done that would truly be an achievement. Okay, so people have gone up Everest on a bloody unicycle, probably. They've been to the North Pole, the South Pole. People have walked around the whole world. Every mountain has been climbed, pretty much. And you just think, well, what could I possibly do that could be new? That could be something that could possibly go down in some sort of book that was never done before. I'm not going to run from Land's End to John O'Groats in 94 hours. Fuck that. But this is something that I truly don't think anyone has done. And if they have, It hasn't been recorded or documented, and the reason it hasn't been done is just because it's, there's a lot of trespassing involved and stuff like that. I am no stranger to this whole thing, though. I've been, in fact, I could probably show you if I zoom into, where are we? If I get into the West Midlands here, I could probably show you all my old walks that I used to do when I was like 13, 14, 15. Oh God. Okay, some of them, that wasn't one. That was probably some crazy plan I had. But a lot of these old routes are, in fact, this blue one here was when I walked to Loughborough in one day, which was 46 miles. All of these walks that I did, mainly with my stepbrother Greg, we didn't stick to the roads, put it that way. We went through the fields. I mean, if you zoom in, they go through fields, farms. We used to have a few chases from farmers. We had to cross a few rivers, and it was fantastic. And that kind of thing has always made me tick. What's more, I firmly believe that if all goes to plan, and I make it to the other side of Wales and get some fairly juicy footage along the way, I think this will be a really unique and entertaining series, and not just you guys will be enjoying it. I hope that it would spread even further afield. A couple of other things to cover. This will not be being released on the GeoGuessr Wizard channel. It will be on a new channel, an adventure channel, that will be made by myself to showcase both this series and other trips that I've done in the past that I'm in the process of editing up. How long will this take me? About 7 days. I imagine that's a conservative estimate. And the final thing to mention, guys, which is arguably why I've pulled you here, how can you help? Well, why am I calling on your help? Well, the equipment needed to pull this off is, not just pull it off, but also film it properly, is going to exceed £1,000, and that's not really money I've got. So, for example, the handheld GPS system will cost £600 because I need a really up-to-date one that can successfully plot a straight line, let me follow it, and not let me deviate about 10 or 20 meters from that line. I need a new GoPro. I need 30 batteries, okay, because I'm going to be filming all the time. I need a new camcorder for those longer shots. I'm picturing a farmer in a field quite far away. He's trying to hunt me down. A GoPro doesn't cut the mustard for that. And also, above anything else, I need good hiking equipment and camping equipment. I need sealskin socks so that my socks don't get wet in the first river that I cross. I need lightweight sleeping bags and a tent and inflatable mattress. I need good gear to make this run as smoothly as possible. So I've created a GoFundMe page, and the target is £1,000. If I can achieve that, it won't cover everything, but it will facilitate this trip. And all I ask is that you guys, my hardcore fans, you can make this happen just by putting in 50p. Literally, there's thousands of you that watch my videos, so if you just put in 50p, I don't see why we can't reach that target pretty soon. And you are paying 50p for what promises to be pure entertainment and something that's never been done before, and it will all be thanks to you. Well, it'll be partly thanks to me as well, but you will have made it happen. So the link is in the description, and all you have to do is picture me shivering in my tent, having crossed lakes and rivers and unable to get dry, shivering there, just on the verge of pneumonia, all alone without a friend in the world. Then I think the least you can do is put in 50p to support me. And that thought alone will keep me going. The thought that all of you guys I've never met before, have had such faith in me to do this trip. Either that, or they'd just like to see me being gored by a bull or slip down a mountainside to my death. I don't know. Either way, chuck in 50p and let's do this thing. And I think that pretty much covers most bases. But if you've got any burning questions for me, please leave them in the comments below. I genuinely want to answer as many as I see necessary. I'm quite intrigued as to what your questions will be. I can answer them all, so drop a comment below and put 50p in the jar, guys. And yeah, tune in on Wednesday for a home time. Oh, Bagpuss.